And we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Live action, said the turtle man. I figured I better pull my chair up a little.
That's right.
Uh-oh. We got a little farm animal noises in the background today.
We do. All right, so we're outside today. So you guys let us know that y'all can hear us okay today and that everything's working fine outside. We don't do this very often. And it's a gorgeous day today.
It is. Nice temperatures.
Beautiful day.
Not too sunny.
No,
Just right.
it is just right.
Good
But,
morning from Australia.
There we go. There we go. Now we're coming in. Good. Good. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you thought it was yesterday.
I did think it was yesterday.
Well, I thought yesterday was President's Day.
We're all messed up. Oh my gracious.
Jason thought yesterday was Valentine's Day.
I
so
did
Next
think
Monday, I think, is President's Day. And today is Valentine's Day.
today's Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Got you some daffodils today.
I don't know if that was a treat or not.
Oh me. What's up, Philip? My buddy Philip Rush. I just saw him come across there. Oh me. We've been busy. We just are like, gosh, it's almost 4 o'clock. So we just stopped what we were doing
Dirty fingernails and all. And
and ran over here. And you said, can we do it outside today? And I said, yeah, it's no big deal. It's all done on the laptop. And then I realized my laptop hadn't been plugged in and
had to get an extension cord. So,
battery's dead. So, but we got it.
yeah,
We got it.
We're here.
We are here.
It just felt like being outside. You know, we've been outside all day long, and it seems like the last few that we've done, it's been a nasty day.
It has been nasty.
So to be able to sit outside and continue our day.
Yes. It
I plan on going back to work after this is over.
Yeah, I do too. Because the days are getting longer.
Yes,
It's
thank
probably gonna be
goodness.
daylight by the time we get done.
I
So
hope so.
yeah. It gosh, I was fixing to say something. Oh, it's been like in the 70s these last few days. You know, the video I put out where we dug the daffodils up, it was cold that
It was
day.
cold. I had a sled on my head, and
Yeah. And now it's in the 70s, gonna be possibly 78 tomorrow. And then got a storm front coming in tomorrow, and then it's gonna be cold I say cold, it's gonna be like 50 degrees and lows in the low 30s, and then it's gonna jump back up again. So I'm loving this spring like weather. This is our weather.
I'm loving that I can see the screen.
You usually can't see it.
Well, visually, I can't see it. So
Oh.
it must have something to do with the lighting inside,
Maybe so.
because I can read all these comments.
Maybe so. Well, good. Huh. I have to have them outside more often.
Well, I'm all for that. You know, we're outside people, and
That's right.
we hate to have to go inside to do something.
Oh.
My housework needs doing, but it's not happening until a rainy day comes about.
Yeah, got too much to do.
Last rainy day, I said, I'm not letting my housework pile up like this again.
Yeah.
And here I am needing a rainy day so I can do housework again.
It's been, we've been hard at it on these pretty days.
Yes, I need like 18 hours of daylight to get what we've got on our minds.
I tell you what, I need a clone. That's what I need. I need me a clone.
I was thinking as I was loading up the truck a few minutes ago, we need hired help. And then I thought to myself, if we had hired help, I would be so I want to do it myself.
Yeah, I know it.
I mean, it would be nice to have some help, but
Right.
I want to do it myself.
Right. Yep. I don't think
So-
people can hear us if I lean back.
Can y'all hear us, Lean?
Y'all
back?
hear us okay back here?
There goes Holly,
Yeah.
zooming by.
All right. 65 mile an hour wind. That's what somebody said they had. Woo.
Well, it was 16 here earlier and about took my hair off, so I can't imagine
Yeah.
what 65 must be like.
The wind's been blowing pretty hard today, but now as soon as
It's
we
died
start the
down.
live, it stops,
Which is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which is awesome.
yeah.
which is awesome.
We've been digging more daffodils up until just a few minutes ago. We got them dug up and We've got the fence row that we want to finish planting. If y'all saw the last video, we're trying to get that rest of that fence row planted before the rain comes in on Thursday.
Yes.
So I think we're about halfway down that long fence row.
Oh, remind me when we get through with this.
You better write it down.
that
Whatever
I
you're
need
gonna tell me.
to fertilize the onions and garlic
Write it down.
before the rain comes in.
Well, we got all day tomorrow.
Onions. Oh, that's right. It's not gonna rain today. It's raining tomorrow, isn't it?
Well, you told me it was raining tomorrow, but I thought it wouldn't come until Thursday.
Well, anyways, I need to do it anyways.
Well, we know rain's coming.
Onions and garlic. You know what?
What?
We gonna be able to harvest some collard greens this week, more likely.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use all my freeze-dried ones until I don't have collards anymore.
Let me tell you guys a story. So, y'all know we talk about collard greens a lot here, and that is a very, very southern dish. Collard greens is something that we found that if you're above Tennessee or Kentucky, that you probably don't know what collard greens are and haven't eaten collard greens before. And I had a gentleman email me this morning from Michigan, and he said, and the way the email was written, it kind of led me up to some suspense. You know, it wasn't like, it was just seemed like it was a happy email. It wasn't ugly, but just the way he wrote it was perfect because he bought these collard greens. They were on sale, and he bought them. Never had collard greens before in his life. Bought them because of us. Boiled them, ate them, and absolutely loved them. He said he liked them better than spinach.
That's right. Somebody just said, are they anything like spinach?
They're different than spinach. I can't explain it. I really can't.
But I would say if you like spinach, then you're probably going to like collard greens because of the texture.
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean,
would think so. They get a lot bigger than spinach. They're probably a little bit bitter than spinach.
Leftover maybe.
Yeah.
But ours aren't bitter, and I think it's just the way our gardener grows them. I have this gardener, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, sometimes he does. But that just made my day. That he sent me an email, and I just loved the way it was written.
Well, it obviously did because you read it to me.
Yep. And I even sent it to Greg Key at Hoss Tools.
Yeah.
That's how
I see so many comments that say they've never had collard greens. And that just goes to show you that there are things in certain part of the country or other countries.
That's right.
That people just aren't as familiar with as we are. And the same thing goes with some of the things that they consume.
Right. That's right.
I don't know, but one of those things that I can think of, and that is, oh my goodness, what is the stuff from Australia? No.
You talking about
the stuff we put on the toast?
The Vegemite.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's right. Didn't I say that right? I'm sure we got some people from Australia on here. Vegemite. Now, we did a taste testing because we had somebody from Australia send us some. And according to, it's supposed to be a required taste. Acquired, not required.
No.
So
I made some toast.
We made some toast, and then we read it had to have a lot of butter on it.
Yeah, you need more butter than you need toast.
And just barely put a little bit on the toast.
Yes.
And we thought we did that. And then we ate it, and we didn't like it. We didn't like it,
but that's okay. Everybody has different things.
But the Australians told me that I still put too much on the toast.
Yeah.
We used to eating blackberry jam on toast.
That's right. That's right.
We don't put just a little bit. We just don't put just a little bit on there.
We sop it up. We sop it up.
Oh my gracious. But yeah, I was happy about that email today. It was awesome.
Yeah, we always love to hear from our followers and things that you've never tried that maybe we love. It just makes our day.
It does. I saw somebody pop up and just said, I couldn't get it. Go by so fast.
Yeah, they do go by fast.
Said they made cornbread because of you and loved it.
Well, you know what? So last night I made the biggest pot of black bean soup you've ever seen. I doubled the recipe because I've made it before and we liked it. And I read in the recipe that it freezes well. So I doubled the recipe, had a lot of it, and had 3 pieces of cornbread left. Well, usually we save our cornbread and we eat it with the leftovers tonight. Well, I knew I was going to have to make a new pan of cornbread because it's black bean soup, right? So I asked my mom if she wanted some of the soup, and she said, sure. well, she tries to watch what she eats. So I asked her if she wanted cornbread instead of just taking it to her. And she said yes in all caps. And so I took the soup to her and I took the cornbread. And do y'all know what she did? She sat down and she ate the cornbread. And I said, "What about the soup?" She said, "Oh, I'll eat it later." And she ate the cornbread. So, and then we got to talking about how, there's so many people up north and other places that have never even had cornbread.
Yeah. And I'm sure that there's
things that they make that we
don't have.
And that was my point, was that, everybody makes cornbread different. Right. Everybody does things different. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. Just because I make it a certain way, that doesn't mean it's the Southern way.
Right.
It's just the way I make it.
Yeah, that's right. And there was one thing popped in my head is that rhubarb. Mm-hmm. We get asked that, and I've only had rhubarb
one time,
maybe one time at a restaurant. Uh-huh. And that's the first time I've ever had it, because we can't grow rhubarb here. It's just too hot. But I get asked all the time, do we grow rhubarb? And I will say this, that strawberry rhubarb pie,
I remember,
was absolutely delicious, but we can't grow it. So
yeah.
But that makes me think of something that a lot of people down here probably haven't had, is rhubarb, that you guys up north probably love rhubarb.
And I don't know why, but I never see it for sale in the stores either.
I don't either. So not around here.
Maybe it's just not a Southern thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember after you had the strawberry rhubarb pie,
yeah,
and I had a taste of it, of course. We were after a recipe so I could try to recreate it. And it didn't happen because I couldn't find any for sale.
Yep, couldn't find it.
Area. And we can't grow it, so oh well.
Can't grow it. We can't grow. There's two. I get asked that all the time. Is rhubarb and raspberries.
Yeah, raspberries.
And we can't grow. We can grow blackberries here, but raspberries don't do well here at all.
And Mary Carl loves raspberries.
She does.
I mean, every trip to the store, if we go, a lot of times I do a pickup because that's just so easy. But if we go in the store, she asks for raspberries. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the few things that she ever asks for, but raspberries.
Raspberries.
And I'm not a raspberry fan. It's not that I don't like them.
Right.
It's not something that I go after. I go after cookies and stuff like that.
I like blackberries better.
Well, yeah, me too.
But I don't like grocery store blackberries.
No, they're not really flavorful.
They taste like cardboard almost. They don't taste like nothing really. Once I guess it's like anything. I'm sure that homegrown raspberries, because we can't grow them, so I don't know what they taste like.
Right.
Versus a store-bought raspberry, I'm sure it's night and day difference too.
Yeah, sure.
Just like blackberries are. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know what Mama said after she ate the cornbread last night?
What's that?
Wonder who taught you how to make this. But she always tells me mine's better than hers. And I think that just goes for showing that when something is cooked for you rather than you doing the cooking, you like it a little better.
Yeah. I was like me telling you today that I forgot what subject came up.
We were eating lunch and it was phenomenal.
Well, but you talking about, liking it because she didn't cook it. And I was telling you that, a lot of people that are in a trade or do something.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
They don't like doing their own things. For example, I was the service manager at a car dealership for over 20 years, and even the surrounding mechanics and technicians at other independent shops, they didn't like working on their own car. They didn't.
And what were we talking about that led us to?
I can't remember what we were talking about. Maybe it was a plumber that didn't like doing his own plumbing in his house.
We were driving down the road.
I know, I can't remember.
And
Mary
Carl was in the car, so that makes me wonder what it was.
I don't know, but yeah, and I guess maybe it's because you do it all the time that you don't want to do your own. I don't know, but when I worked at the car dealership, the mechanics over there did not like working on their own vehicles at all. They would get the oil change guy to change the oil or whatever, but in the independent shops, we'd have an independent shop that was was your normal mom and pop independent shop that did everything, and they'd bring their car over there to get brakes put on it or whatever because they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to work on their own stuff, which is, I kind of get it though. I kind of get it, I guess.
Well, here I want to do my own stuff though. Yeah, but if I was in a trade and doing the same thing repetitive over and over all day, every day, then I might feel that way. So I can't say.
Yeah. Maybe we're thinking about a whale. I can't remember what we're talking about.
We were talking about something that made us think that.
Yeah.
But boy, did we have a wonderful Valentine's. Do y'all know what we did for Valentine's? We went and ate lunch at our favorite little country restaurant.
Yeah, we did, and it was good today.
We had the meat and three, and that was our Valentine's special for all three of us.
It was good.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
It was good.
And guess what I had? I had turnip greens that I didn't cook.
Yeah, all of us had turnip greens. As a matter of fact, all three of us got turnip greens. Me, you, and Mary Carl.
Okay.
And I noticed on Mary Carl's plate that she didn't finish everything except the turnip greens.
She finished her turnip greens. The rest of it she brought home with her. So go figure.
Oh, who knows? Oh my gracious. Oh, what else we got going on?
We got a lot going on. Somebody said something about shortcake. I love strawberry. That's what we had for dessert.
That's what our little restaurant had for dessert today was strawberry shortcake.
They said they love shortcake something, but I couldn't catch the rest of it. But it was, oh my gracious, the dessert was spot on today.
It was.
Little strawberry shortcake for Valentine's Day, and it just hit the spot.
It was because it had been sitting, that pound cake had been sitting in that strawberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good.
We can't grow artichokes either, can we?
I've never heard anybody growing artichokes here. We struggle with, oh gosh, my mind just went blank.
Artichokes are not something that we have ever grown.
No.
Here.
Never grown artichokes here. Gosh, what is it?
Something you were trying to.
No, it's something else we struggle growing. It's not artichokes, but that's what it reminded me of.
Asparagus?
No, we can grow asparagus.
We can, but it's kind of a struggle.
My mind's gone blank. Anyways, we can't grow it, so I don't even know what it is. Y'all hear Tommy?
Tommy's over there talking about he can grow everything.
Yeah, we can grow asparagus. As a matter of fact, I hope to, when we get our back garden done back here behind the house, the backyard garden or the potager garden, is to have one of those beds asparagus because they'll come back every year.
We can grow rutabagas.
Yes, we can grow rutabagas. Man,
avocados? Nope. Gotta be warmer.
Yeah, we're not warm enough for avocados.
Brussels
sprouts. That's it. Yes. Thanks, Marilyn. We have a hard time growing Brussels sprouts here. It doesn't get cold enough for Brussels sprouts. That was it.
Somebody said they'd love to have my cornbread recipe. Y'all are in trouble because I can see the comments today because there's something about the screen and the lighting, but you're in luck because our website, coghillfarm.com, has a recipe section, and there is the cornbread recipe.
Yep, Brooks cornbread. There's 2 cornbread recipes over there.
Yeah, there's one of them that you'll find a really, really simple recipe, and then another one that my home economics teacher in the 8th grade taught me how to make, and it's good too, but it requires a few more ingredients, and it's a little bit more time consuming.
Yeah.
So check out that website if you haven't already, because it's our shop where you can look at all of our shirt designs and hats and recipes and tells you more about us and our animals and all that good stuff.
It's the recipe section's really nice. That's something new that we added to the new website. So yeah.
And a video. Also, we have a video of where I made the cornbread. It's on Mrs. Coghill Farm.
That's right.
It's a YouTube and under Coghill Farm on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Coghill Farm.
I wish I could grow Brussels sprouts.
Do you ever put whole corn in your cornbread? I tried. Okay, so there was a man that ground his own corn and made cornmeal that lived in our area.
Yeah.
At our old
that's
farm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I tried making it with that, but I just, it wasn't what I was used to.
No, but my daddy's done what they're talking about is put whole kernel corn in there.
And my mama used to put a can of cream corn in there from time to time. It's just, I like just plain cornbread.
My daddy's put cracklings in there before.
Yeah, I don't need all that. I don't need all that.
Some people can make it spicy where they put jalapenos in the cornbread.
Somebody sent me something the other day that said it was Vidalia onion cornbread. And it was where you put onions on the bottom of the cast iron skillet when the oil was hot and cooked. And
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. We can do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
We're going to grow some jalapenos this year if you watch the seed starting video. And it may be that I add some jalapenos to some cornbread.
We're going to have a lot of
I have a feeling, yeah, that's something we're going to have quite a few.
We're going to have a lot of jalapeno recipes. But I tell you what I do like.
What?
I like that candy jalapenos that Pear Hill Farm does.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we can figure out how to do some of those.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, they might tell us how to make them. And heck, they might even have a recipe for them.
They may have one.
Perry Hill Farm. They make all kind of good jams and jellies and candied jalapenos and a rose update. Jason, how about a rose update?
Oh, well, nothing right now. You can see it's not time for them yet. They will roses will be starting to take off in the next month.
Roses have kind of been dormant,
yeah.
so to speak. Not doing much growing anywhere right now, unless you're in Key West or somewhere like that.
Yeah, Zone 8's all I know. So I don't know if you're in Zone 9 or 10 what your roses look like. But roses, they're on these poles right behind us here. That's the American
Pillar
rose. That's right. And we got some more we got to plant. And I'm going to a rose class.
The end of this month.
End of this month, too. So
the 24th, I think you said?
I think so. I'm not a rose expert. I am not.
You're going to be at the end of this month.
I'm getting better at roses, though. I am. I don't have much confidence. I got confidence in growing collard greens and tomatoes but roses, I just don't have.
Well, you're doing better.
I am doing better now. I'm way better than I was this time last year at roses. I can tell you that. But not enough to give anybody any type of tips or advice. Well, you can watch me and see what I do. And if I do something wrong, I'll let you guys know. Because I already messed up last year. You remember? I was telling people that it's time to cut roses, and it was for your multi bloomers. Or the ones that bloom repeat bloomers, but your spring bloomers, you're not supposed to cut them. And I had to retract that statement. I got in trouble by the Rose Police.
That's right.
Tracy is the sheriff of the Rose Police, and she pulled me over. Oh, I'm just
Nugget's
kidding.
Jealous.
Oh, me. Oh, so yeah, we'll be working on roses though pretty soon.
I'm so excited about this potager garden that's going in our backyard. I cannot stand it. I want to work in it day and night.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get something done.
Yep.
I'm ready to see some results, and we need longer days and less rain.
The rain's the biggest problem right now.
Yeah, rain. It seems like every time we get a little bit ahead on something, I mean, I know we got to have rain. I'm not complaining, but it's hindering our ability to get done what we want to get done.
Yeah.
So in August, we're going to be wanting that rain.
That's right.
When we've had a month with no rain, and be like, bring back February when we were
want the rain.
Yeah. having rain, too much rain. So
yeah, we're going to be wanting the rain and the wind.
Yeah.
I don't remember the wind blows a lot during this winter and spring, but it seems like in the summertime
it dies down.
It kind of goes away somewhat.
Yeah.
Not like it does. It's not like it is now.
That's right.
But it does die down somewhat. So what else is going on? I was looking at our videos.
Okay.
And the videos we did were
range-free water. Yeah, I'm not complaining
right.
about raining. Just saying that we can't get things done because it has rained a lot lately.
Right.
Yeah, our pond needs to be filled up. We need rain for sure.
We did daffodils and we did the seeds.
We did daffodils, we did seeds, and then I talked about Mary Carl's new pigeon, whose name is Finia.
Yes.
And she put it in my notes how to pronounce it because I can't ever remember, but somehow I got it. And I think it's because she put it in my notes so I would have it handy. I don't need it anymore. Finia. Say it with me. Finia. I forgot what that means, but Finia is doing phenomenal. She's actually further along at this point than Melly, who was Mary Carl's first pigeon. That if you watch the video, a tragic event happened, and Melrose was her full name. Melly was taken by a hawk, and so my message was to don't give up. And Mary Carl didn't give up. She started a new little pigeon. She started Finia, and Finia is, what do you call it? Recall train in process.
Yes.
She does very well.
Yes.
Melly, short for Melrose, when she flew to her, she would fly to the ground. And that's what Mary Carl taught her to do. But from experience, she knew that she didn't want the new pigeon that she trained to fly on the ground. So she's trained her to fly and land on her arm. And it's just amazing to see that little bird fly to her and land on her arm.
It is. And she's so proud of her. And she said that this one's flying to her and not at her. It's like the Melrose would fly, to the ground by or whatever. But this one actually flies straight to her. So, yeah.
And she's got in her mind that when this pigeon does start flying in distance, like she had Melrose trained to do, she will not let her out in the wooded areas like around our house. We're going to go out to the middle of the pasture where we can see predators and let her fly from that point. Whether something being camouflaged that we can't see. If it's grass on the ground, of course you could see a hawk.
Right.
Versus in the mulch over here where we couldn't see it. Any egg news? And I assume you're referring to the Victorian crown pigeons, Carol. Let me take a peek and see what they're doing as we are talking about what I kept thinking back today as she is sitting in her nest and realizing that a lot of you guys said that there was going to be an egg laid on Valentine's Day. But I don't know if you guys can see this because it's kind of a glare, but this is the nest.
Yep.
And I don't see an egg.
Yep.
So
no egg yet.
Valentine's Day, it doesn't look like the egg's going to happen today. But hey, that's okay.
Hopefully soon. It's warming up though. Maybe that's what it is. It's warming up.
And it is warming up.
Somebody said something about Holly. Yeah, she's got her a chew bone, so she's back there occupied for the moment.
And that's another thing that works out well for us being outside is,
yes,
of course, Holly wants to be with Jason, but if she can be outside and be with Jason, then her day's going well.
Yeah, so she's happy right now, very happy. So I'm tell everybody that you got put on restriction.
I did.
Not by me though. That was the thing. I can't believe it. Not by me. But
not by you.
Yeah. Not by me. You got put on goose egg restriction.
I did. And I didn't ever think that anything like this could possibly happen. But Mary Carl didn't know how many goose eggs I had in the incubator. And so I told her that I had 14 eggs in the incubator. And she said, Mama, she said, we got 14 out there in the area. And you got 14 in the incubator. I said, well, baby, they're not all going to hatch. Mama. Yes, they are. She said, they always hatch in the incubator. They just don't always hatch under the mamas. And I said, well, I got friends that want them. She said, who? And I said, well, I thought Jacqueline wanted some. She said, yeah, you thought she wanted some. And Jacqueline doesn't want any. And I said, well, I can come up with other people. Mama, don't put any more goose eggs in the incubator.
That's funny.
So guess what? I hadn't even went and looked at the nest because I know if I do, then I'm going to want to put them in the incubator because there's no mama sitting on the
oh man.
There's no mama sitting on the eggs. And what has happened to us, if you watch the video, then you know this, but what happens to us is when we leave the eggs out for the hen to sit on, for the, goose to sit on, then they all lay in there's two nests now.
Yeah.
So they all want to lay in those two nests. And so, if they sit on them when there's 8 eggs and there's 4 geese that lay in that nest, 8 times 4 is 32, right? So we got 32 eggs in the nest. There's no way that one goose can possibly keep all those eggs turned, all of them warm, and they end up rotten.
Yeah, because you guys remember last year we did a video. There was all of them had given up except this one couple, and she sat and she sat and she sat and she sat. It was going on. It was going to be like Ursula the turkey.
Yeah.
And so we ended up getting her a little baby and putting her under, and that solved it. She got up and started taking care of the baby. But she sat and sat and sat and sat. Bless her heart.
and to my knowledge is it was just too many eggs.
Yeah.
And they just can't take care of that many eggs in one cluster. They need to be on their eggs, which is 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And we got all these hens and they're all laying in the same nest, but I'm not going to incubate anymore.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm not going to incubate anymore because I did candle 4 of them, and all the 4 out of 14 that I candled, they were fertile.
Really?
So, that tells me that the other 10 may be too. They may be fertile too.
Wow.
And if that's the case, and I have 14 baby goslings, then yeah, I got my hands full.
What do you do with the rotten eggs?
Usually if we left them at the old farm and the goose got up, then something was going to get them.
Yeah.
And we don't want to encourage any kind of predator. So usually you just take them to a place on the backside of your property where your dogs are not going to frequent, and you dispose of them.
You dispose of them.
As long as your dog's not going to be in that area, then you're good, because Holly would be rolling in a rotten egg for sure.
Somebody said Daniel was. Well, I've talked to Daniel about geese eggs, so we may see. I know that Lester's collecting Daniel some too. So
do you want me to put some more in the incubator?
No, he wanted him and Houston to hatch them.
Oh.
So we'll see. I'll send Daniel a text and ask him, does he still need any? But we've talked about him last week. So
yeah, if he wants some, we'll be glad to send them. But somebody wanted to know why we don't eat them. We don't like the taste of them.
Yeah, we didn't like the taste of the goose egg.
We're just we're kind of chicken egg kind of people, and goose eggs are kind of a gamey taste to us, and it's just not something that we have enough chicken eggs to supply our family now. If we didn't have enough chicken eggs, we might resort to eating goose eggs. But pigs eat eggs. Well, we only have one pig, and her name's Peaches, and Peaches is very particular about what she eats. And Peaches will not eat a rotten egg.
Yeah. I don't want her eating a rotten egg.
No, I don't think they meant a rotten egg. I think they meant a good egg.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you don't want to step on an egg that may have been sitting there for a long amount of time, because that stench stays there for a while.
It stays there for a while.
It does. Somebody said something about poor Peaches in the Super Bowl. Yeah, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs. That's right.
Kansas City Chiefs. Peaches got that one wrong.
She did get that one wrong.
She said, everybody makes a mistake now and then. And
she was close.
And
I will say this. There were some people that were kind of upset because they could see the little treat, which was a cut up apple, on the in front of the Eagles picture. But there was 2 cut up apples, and I need you to film me.
Yeah.
Film me filming this whole thing when I got to do something with an animal.
I think some people thought we were trying to pull one over on y'all, and we ain't that kind of people.
Oh, no, we're not that kind of people.
Especially not to try to rig a pig pick in the Super Bowl.
So I got Scott's fixing it. Y'all hear Scott? So, it's Peaches was in the perfect spot. She was in the hut standing there. And so we ran out there.
I fed the goats, so that way
the goats wouldn't want the apple.
Because they would.
And so I ran over there as fast as I could. And when Peaches saw me, she started coming. So I had to take the apple, set it down, and put the pages down, and grab my camera and start filming it was just boom, boom, boom. Because if you mess up, and we have before in the past, if you don't catch it at the right time, animals are going to do what they're going to do. You ain't going to tell Peaches, look, I need you to back on board.
That's right. It's on. You got to do it fast.
You got to do it enough. So, that's why you could see one and not the other. It was, it's boom, 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 boom. But
and
it did work out good.
Some people were kind of upset that you even did the whole Peaches picking the Super Bowl, and y'all, it was all in good fun.
We do it every year.
I think everybody watching this knows that.
So too. We do it every year.
We have some people that are maybe new and
maybe so
whatever. They just took it a little too seriously. They thought it was. They thought it was ridiculous for a pig to be trying to pick the Super Bowl.
Oh, me.
It's all in good fun.
Oh, we're here to laugh and make people laugh. So it
and make you happy. I mean, my gracious.
That's right.
Gloom and doom is all around us, and
yeah,
we try to overlook that.
We're not a serious channel.
you know, we're you know that if you go and watch something on Coghill, unless it has a disclaimer, it's going to be good.
99%
It's going to make your heart happy,
99,
not sad.
that's right. 99% of the time. That's right. So anyways, Peaches was I ain't even talked to her about it.
She don't want to talk about
I
it.
ain't even talked to her about it.
She's
her being
upset
wrong.
about Tom Brady retiring.
Yep.
And she don't want to talk about it.
Well, see, she got upset last time Tom Brady retired.
Yeah, and picked the wrong.
And he came back, and she was happy. Now Brady's, and so now she's, a little upset. And then the Eagles lost, and so she was.
Yeah.
She's something else though. And I will say I made a mistake on this live stream. I put the wrong date in it right there. So it is the 14th. I fat fingered the thing. So I put the 12th.
I hope somebody fat fingered that mad face up there too, because I don't know what they could have been mad about.
Probably Peaches picked
picked Super Bowl, and I'm mad about it. I'm not watching y'all anymore because that's nonsense.
Oh, that's right.
We've had some really good negative people here lately, but we've let all that fly out the window because, yeah.
Maybe we ought to get Peaches. Somebody said it made me think about it. You had the groundhog. Or Peaches ought to predict the spring.
Well, I'm rigging it if she does. I don't want no more winter.
We will be rigging that one.
Yes. I told y'all
we'll get a whole watermelon.
That's right. Put the spring on the watermelon and a glass of water for winter.
There we go. Oh, me.
I ain't playing with that one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, ignore the negativity. You're right. It's just nonsense.
I saw somebody asking, and I almost did it about the worms. And as a matter of fact, I did record something about the worms, but it just didn't fit in the video, and I didn't show it. But about the worms, we do still have a worm bin, and it's just dormant right now. There's not that much activity because I guess they're just slow because of the cooler weather. Now they probably moved a little bit because it's warmed up, but they're real slow right now. And the mistake you can make with worms is that you start putting all this stuff in there, because I've seen some of y'all say, why don't you give some of that compost, or you put in your compost bin those scraps to your worms? And I will when it warms up.
Yeah.
But right now, if you start putting too much of that stuff in there, so if you put your kitchen scraps in there and they ain't eating it,
it's gonna rot.
It's gonna start stinking. So we don't want that. We
don't want that. You only want to put minimal in there that they can eat. So
that's right.
And right now they're not eating very much. They're down deeper.
Yes.
And they're eating what's down there, which is composted cardboard and different things. They have enough to eat. So they're not coming to the top for all the scraps and food scraps. But come warm weather, they will.
That's right. They will.
It's just like me. I'm not gonna do much if it's cold outside.
There you go.
I go deeper. And do you have a potting mix recipe for the green stalk?
I don't. I just this is what we do, and we've mentioned this before, and it's probably not a good time now because spring's in the air, but we will load up, y'all, on potting soil in the wintertime. When it goes on sale, go to these big box stores, and they'll have organic potting soil, and that's usually what we try to get, but they'll have potting soil on clearance. And we will buy 40 bags if we can.
I didn't mean to interrupt
you.
It's okay. I have found that, I thought things would be on sale before, so I've looked online, and you look online and the prices are that are not on sale.
Right.
But if you go in the store and you actually look, that it may be on clearance, even though you looked online and you didn't see it on clearance, because that store has an abundance of something that they know they're not going to sell that many of in the earlier part of this season. Probably not now, like Jason said, but
this they're fixing to start selling it now because it's fixing to be spring. But you can check, because we found perlite on sale a couple of weeks ago.
What else did we find on sale? Perlite and
worm castings.
Yeah.
Now I do have a recipe for seed starting mix, and it's very simple. It's just 1 to 1 to 1. It's 1 part peat or coconut core, and then it's 1 part vermiculite and 1 part perlite, and then I like to add a handful of worm castings in there. So you can do that, and a lot of people like to add a little bit of lime, just a little bit, but you can do that. Only thing about making your own is that usually coconut core is not as bad, but any type of peat, or if you use wood core, it can have chunks in it, and you really don't want chunks. You want it as fine as you can get. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's just a better product if it's finer, and so you got to screen it. But other than that, I don't have a good recipe for potting soil because it's 2 different things.
Somebody want to know, where did we find the worm castings? At Walmart. And
yeah,
it was actually, I found it online, and I just said that most of the stuff is not showing the price online, but I just started Googling stuff. Once I saw the perlite was on sale, I started Googling gardening things at Walmart that were on clearance, and that just happened to be one of them. So we loaded up on things that were on clearance. Now, I did see recently on Facebook Marketplace, people were talking about, not on Facebook Marketplace, on Facebook itself, we're talking about in the Birmingham area, how you can get compost, because everybody this time of the year wants good soil to plant in, right?
Right.
So the city of Mountain Brook, which is a suburb of Birmingham, has this awesome program that's put on by the city. And y'all, what they do is they take all the trash that they pick up on the roadside, such as leaves, branches, sticks, whatever, grass clippings, and they make a big, huge compost pile and give back to the community.
That's awesome.
Now you're supposed to be a citizen of Mountain Brook, and you're supposed to show your driver's license, according to what I read. And you're supposed to stop by the office, but it's free, and they will load it for you for free.
Wow.
Or you could work in that area. That's pretty awesome. And get it loaded. But I wish so much that there were more communities, and I don't have time to start something like that in our community, but I wish I did, because I think that's an awesome program that takes
equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did have some equipment.
Well, I mean, the city's dumping stuff anyway, and they're dumping it in landfills.
Yeah.
And so what they're doing is they're just going around, and instead of putting a couch that somebody put out by the road in with the leaves, they're going around, they're picking up all the stuff that can be composted in one truck and dumping it. And in little or no time, it's created black gold. So, that's awesome. I mean, I'm sure there's other communities that do that as well, but it's a really, really neat thing to do.
That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. Got the eggs, all the worms. Somebody wanted us, Holly used the doggy door. She could use the door, but the area where it goes into is where the staircase is. And it's just kind of she'd have to get on her belly and kind of shimmy.
Yeah, and get in. She's never had an accident in the house from day one that she's been here, even though she lived outside at her previous home. She goes to the door when she needs to go out, and it's just not a big deal. Now, my little dogs on the other hand, such as Dixie, Gidget, and Arlo, if I didn't have that doggy door, I would be running myself to death trying to let them in and out. And putting them on a leash if I didn't have the backyard area. So, yeah, I'm thankful for it for those 3, but Holly's not a problem. And plus, she's outside all day long.
Almost, yeah.
All day long. Yeah. The only time we're inside is if
it's raining.
If it's raining. So,
so she's out here all day.
She's chewing on her bone right now. How's the orchard doing? We're actually sitting in front of it. You can see it right here. Back behind us. It's doing awesome.
It is. As a matter of fact, I'm fixing to spray. I'm fixing to do dormant oil one more time. I did it before or during winter. That's my winter sprays, the dormant oil. So I'm probably going to do a dormant oil, and I'm probably going to do liquid copper and spray it, and then probably do like during the month, I'll probably do a neem oil and something like that when it warms up. But I'm going to do a dormant oil here. I was going to do it yesterday and today, but the wind's blowing so bad. I don't like doing it when it's windy.
What about when it's going to rain?
I don't want to do it when it's raining either. Now, you could do it a day before rain because it'd already be on there, but you wouldn't want to do it the day of it rain, I wouldn't think.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't want to do it when it's cool outside, but And you don't want to do it midday either. You either want to do it kind of early in the morning or late in the evenings.
I saw somebody said, unfortunately, that compost may contain chemicals. Well, here recently, we had somebody tell us that they bought a bagged compost.
Name brand.
We're not going to say it because that's called doxing, I learned.
No, it's not. That's something else.
Anyway. I'm not going to say it because I'm not supposed to. But that name brand compost, it was organic too, wasn't it? It was organic?
No, it's not organic.
It's not organic?
No.
Okay. Anyway, they used this and it killed all their plants. And they had it tested. And guess what? It was contaminated.
It was contaminated. It was
So you're taking a risk with anything.
No, I'll tell you what brand it was. We don't know firsthand. This is allegedly.
I wouldn't say what brand it is.
It's alleged. No, I don't think it's fine. It was Black Cow is what it was. And I use Black Cow all the time. I never had any issues. So allegedly this was a story. So, but that shows you that there's a chance that any compost can be contaminated. And that's why we're trying to do our own now as much as we can, for sure.
Well, we know what goes in ours and there's no contaminating with us.
No. Not at all. I know exactly what's going in mine. And I mean, listen, it's not perfect. You know, we buy some bananas. If they're not organic bananas, I'm still going to put the peel in the compost pile. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it's just.
And we're not going to stop using Black Cow because somebody we know had it tested and it had contained some herbicide. Somebody said Black Cow gave them ringworms.
Wow.
But I mean, it's ringworm's a fungus and anything can happen
I guess
with anything.
Right. Yeah.
So you're taking a chance no matter what. And then I saw somebody said that you can get free wood chips from your electric company or whatever.
Yeah.
We've been on the list.
We've been on the list for years.
55 years and I'm only 47. But yeah. Yeah.
Somebody else said they had an issue and it was Black Cow. Somebody told us now. But we do I still put coffee grounds in my compost? Yeah, I do put coffee grounds on there. And we don't. A lot of times we don't drink organic coffee. So, it's just, it's what I tell everybody all the time. Nothing's perfect.
Well, do the best you can.
That's what I tell everybody. Do the best you can. This is the hand you dealt. Do the best you can because whatever you do is going to be better than anything else. So
that's right.
Always do the best you can. And that goes for anything. It goes for your. People say, what about your chicken feed? You got to feed organic chicken feed. Well, some of us can't afford organic chicken feed. So just feed them the best chicken feed that you can afford. And that goes across the board. You know what I mean? Just do the best you can because that's better than anything else.
Yep. And that goes a long way in life itself.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the best you can, then you need to step it up a notch. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to do the best you can to your ability.
That's right.
If that's what you can do.
That's right.
If you can go to Mountain Brook and you can get that compost for free and you can't make it yourself because you live in the city.
Just do the best you can.
Give it a try.
That's right. Always do the best you can.
It might have a pesticide in it, but you're not going to get it otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
We're silent.
Look out for soapbox.
Yeah. That's what happens when we get.
Somebody said that they got free. I saw two people say that
they got free mulch and they had termites.
Wow.
Learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm. I guess it would be okay as long as you didn't put it up against your house.
Yeah.
Something I would say because once it composted down, I would think termites would go away just as long as they don't go to your house.
Now weeds could be a problem. For sure.
Yeah, if it doesn't get hot enough, then absolutely weeds could be a problem. Yeah.
And the compost that we used to get that we thought was awesome.
And had no issues with it.
Was it Tracy that got it?
Tracy got the same thing and had issues with it.
And Katie did too.
Yes.
Katie said Katie's Piper's mom. Katie said that she was so happy that we didn't get the same compost she got this past year because it was awful.
Mm-hmm.
And that was her exact words. It was awful. And I don't know. No, there's no smoke behind us.
That's just the clouds. It's just the camera
Nobody's burning anything.
It's not a good camera on the laptop. And so it can't see how it just changes. It's just trying to do the best it can. It's really blue. really blue out there. You just can't tell it.
So yeah, I mean, we were fortunate to have not gotten that compost that was not successful for them, but it could have been just as easy for us to have gotten it and had the bad luck as it did. Look at Michael Key.
What's up, Mike?
That's the South. Oh, the South looks like that.
Oh,
okay.
But Granddaddy's doing good. That's all we've asked him about Granddaddy. Granddaddy's doing.
That's the wind.
I thought it was a duck running.
No.
But he's doing good, and as soon as we get as soon as the contract is over and starts working, we're riding over there and we're gonna record it and give you guys a video of everything that's going on over there.
But there's not anything happening right now because, first of all, everybody's having to get building permits.
Oh, that's the new thing that we've heard.
That everybody that had damage from the tornado that's having to do a rebuild or any kind of construction's having to go to the city hall and get a permit.
Yes.
To rebuild. And that's just, part of the steps that need to be taken in order. Well, they have to make sure that it's inspected because
I can understand it being inspected, and I understand why you got to have a building permit in a normal situation, but I would just think that
they need to
waive the fee.
Yeah, that
so
needs
these people can get their houses fixed. You know what I mean? That part I don't understand.
Understand either.
The people are already in
dire straits.
They're already in issues. I mean, I don't know. That's why I don't get into politics. I don't like politics, period. I don't just, but I would just think that they would waive it. Michael says the Permit Act protects the homeowner.
And it does because of the inspector. If you've got somebody that's off the street saying, hey, man, I can wire your house for you, and they go use it.
I get that. But then it's inspected, though, after that, right?
If you don't have a permit, then the builder inspector has no idea that you're having the work done.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
They just need to waive the
permit. They can get the permit and have some kind of expedite process where you can get the permit and just waive the fee. But
that's what needs to be done. In my opinion, they need to waive the fee.
Anyways,
we don't have any control over it, so we got to follow the law.
That's right. So, anyways, there we are.
Here we are sitting on the porch.
We need some sweet tea. You know what I would like?
What?
Next time we do a live and we're outside like this, a big tall glass of lemonade would be awesome.
I'll take tea. Sweet tea.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
I would like just a lemonade. It would just be good.
Somebody wanted to know what was for supper tonight. Well, you must not have heard early on because I made a pot of black bean soup that was this tall and I have this much left. And so we're going to eat black beans until they run out.
It's going to be good. It was already good too, but it's going to be good.
It is going to be good, but I got to make a new pan of cornbread because I gave the rest of it to my mama and she ate it all.
Mr. Lee said that he got his Hall seeds and used our promo code and got him a free pack of seeds, and he was very thankful.
Awesome.
That's awesome. He's already got them started too. Hey, I will say this. Now, I told you guys in the video, there's two things that I grow that are hard to germinate, and that's peppers and that's okra. Usually those are your two things that are hard to germinate, or longer. I say hard, they're a little bit longer. Do you know that my okra seeds came up first? And I am just floored. I guess because the greenhouse is so warm. Holly sees the cat. The greenhouse is so warm because we had these warm days.
That it kickstarted them. Well, I know the last time, the time after we planted the seeds in the greenhouse when I was in there when Jason saw that the okra seeds had started to come up. And y'all, it was like we had won the lottery. We have won the lottery because the okra seeds have germinated, and I cannot believe it.
I tell you, if them pepper seeds come up, peppers are tough.
You gonna dance?
I'm gonna do a pepper seed dance. I'm gonna tell you, I got them wrapped in saran wrap now, and so I'm trying to keep them as warm as possible. And in the nighttime, when it cools down, I'm cutting just a regular heater. It ain't nothing special. I'm cutting the heater on, and I'm just trying to keep them warm. I got a heat mat, or some people call them a germination mat. I got that going. So yeah, trying to keep them warm as good as I can get.
is there a way to cook okra and it not be slimy? Well, if you're boiling it and it's too slimy, then you're probably cooking it too long. So what I do is if I'm adding it to peas, say that's the way I usually cook okra, is I cook my peas just about all the way through. And then say 15 minutes before it's ready, I put the okra in.
But our favorite way, though, is just cutting them up in little pieces and baking them or roasting them.
Yeah, or putting them in the air fryer.
Yeah. Well, the air fryer is good, too, because it's like fried okra. But we try to eat healthy as we can. And so...
Yeah, we don't eat anything fried here.
We like to cut it up in small pieces. It's like you was frying it. Just cut it up. Take you a baking sheet. Drizzle you some oil on it. Olive oil is good. And sprinkle it with salt and pepper and put it in your oven. And I don't know it's high, like 450.
Yeah, 425.
425, and it is good. It's not slimy at all that way, and fried's not slimy either. Fried okra is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you fried okra is amazing.
So y'all know what I had to do on Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh yes.
So I'm not a big chicken wing person. I don't know what it is. They're hard to eat. I find them hard to eat.
They're not hard for me to eat.
And so I got Jason some wings.
Yeah.
And we have learned to air fry them to where they taste just like they're deep fried. I mean, I don't know if you say just like them, but it tastes pretty similar to being fried.
They are. They're if you're a wings person and you're trying to eat healthy, them air fried.
What is it? Cut like 80% of the fat?
That's what I read. That's what I told you. I read it was 80% of the fat.
So what I do is
I air fry versus regular frying.
Yeah. I can I take that Hooters breading. Hooters is a restaurant where half naked women wait on the tables. And so to keep myself from going there, I buy the stuff out of the store.
I actually don't like their wings.
I actually
like
their wings.
I'm not they're okay, don't get me wrong. They're fine, but I like just traditional hot sauce. Just Texas Pete's what I like. Texas Pete hot sauce.
Well, we got to start on the breading
Go
first.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So we take the wings. I do.
Yeah.
And I cut them apart to where the wing is separated from the drumstick. And I take that Hooters breading that's bought in the store. It says Hooters breading. And you take the wings and you just coat them in it.
That's right.
In the breading. You turn your air fryer on 400 and you're going to lay your wings out so they're not touching each other. So I can get 8 in my air fryer at one time. I tried to hook 2 air fryers up at one time and it tripped the breaker.
Tripped a breaker.
It tripped a breaker. So I can't do 16 wings at one time. I can only do 8. So 8 wings in. At 8 minutes, I turn them over. I put them back in for 8 more minutes. Come out, and I have Texas Pete hot sauce waiting in a Tupperware type container. And I put those hot wings with the breading that's cooked, and I shake them up real good. And then he sops them up with some ranch dressing. And I had 8 cooked. And by the time those 8 were cooked, he said, "How long is it going to be for those other ones are ready?" So I said, "Well, I got 8 more. Is that going to be enough?" He said, "I don't know. I might need some more." And I said, "Well, I've already froze the rest of them." "Well, 16 is going to be enough then." So he ate 16 wings in a matter of minutes.
I did. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what Mary Carl and I had, but it was not wings because he couldn't spare any.
Here's the thing too. This is talking about regional food earlier. Somewhere along the line, there's a line there where it switches from blue cheese dressing to ranch dressing.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know where it is there, but it does. And I'm sure there are people around here that like blue cheese and wings or blue cheese or whatever, but for the most part, most everybody we know likes ranch dressing. So I don't know.
I was just thinking that there was a recipe that I found that was, pretty healthy. It was chicken buffalo dip, I think is what it was called. And on the top of that chicken buffalo dip was blue cheese. And that's when I said, "Nope, I can't make this. I can't make this because nobody's going to eat it with blue cheese on the
Nobody's
top of
gonna
it.
eat it on blue cheese.
And I could have left it off, but that was a big part of the recipe. So
I can eat it, but if I had my choice,
I just didn't want the recipe to be ruined because we don't like the taste of blue cheese.
Yeah, it's not
I don't know what Holly has, but she's got something she's very proud of.
She is proud of it. Michael Key, do you like blue cheese with your wings, or do you like ranch dressing with your wings? I'll have to see what he
Michael
says.
Key likes Budweiser with his wings.
Well, that's where he works.
That's right.
Oh, me.
Oh, goodness, that's funny. Somebody wanted to know, does
Polynesian sauce.
Michael, you are not from Alabama.
Oh, me. Somebody asked what?
Does Holly get along with Pink and Tucker?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually Mama's cat.
Angora.
That just came over here, Angora. And Holly gets along with all cats, but she thinks they all want to play with her. So
yes, she does.
They when they get to running, you know, that means you're supposed to play with them. They're supposed to check. There she went. But Holly gets along with all cats.
She does.
Thank goodness, and they all get along with her. So
they do.
It's just one big happy family here.
It is, and the cats have learned if they stop running, then Holly stops. You know,
That's right.
Just the whole thing just stops, and they just kind of look at each other, and so Holly just comes on back like right now.
Yeah, she realized that it's not
the cat don't want to play,
but she's going back and forth like she thinks she might find something else to play
like
with.
She smells something. Though,
she probably does. Everybody likes this blue cheese. It looks like.
No, there was a lot of people ranch earlier. Yeah, so it just depends on where you live.
But I did not. The best ranch to me is that Hidden Valley Ranch packet that you have to add the milk and the mayonnaise to.
It is.
But Jason ate light ranch, so. What did Michael say?
He said he just likes crispy wings, no seasoning.
I bet Michael likes to go to Hooters too.
Oh my gracious.
But yeah, I like it with the Hooters sauce on them, the Hooters breading, the Hooters sauce, and then the Hidden Valley Ranch full effect fat dressing.
You know what? I tell you, you can jazz up that. You can impress somebody with that powder dressing. Now you just isn't a powder, and you put it in there and you mix it up. What do you put in there?
Mayonnaise and milk.
If you take fresh dill.
Oh yeah.
If you take fresh dill, and it's probably the any ranch, and put it in there, it's like whoo.
It just kicks it up a notch.
It does. It really does. Fresh dill is so good in ranch dressing.
Somebody else said they like that Hooters sauce. I love it.
It's got a cheesy flavor to it.
I think that's what I like about it.
Yep. It's got a cheesy
guys
flavor
should try ranch dressing with horseradish.
Oh, I bet that's good.
I bet it is too. I've been meaning to put horseradish on my shopping list because there was something I wanted to make with it, and I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Mayo and buttermilk. Yeah, the buttermilk is better.
It is
and
better.
I do have buttermilk powder that's in my refrigerator, so I can whip it up anytime I need it.
It's in the refrigerator?
My powder is the buttermilk powder.
I thought it was in the pantry.
No, it has to be refrigerated. It says on the bottle.
I didn't know that. What else is that?
I don't know. We're about timed out.
We're having a good time outside.
We are. I think we should sit outside all the time. We can do this every day. I mean, we're not going to run out of stuff to talk about.
Now we just run out of time.
We're out of time, yeah. If all y'all would come help us, then we could get this stuff done in a jiffy.
I like horseradish.
I tell you what I did on the last wings is we did a Google search and trying to find out what the best wing sauce was. And I don't remember what it was that came up. But I bought whatever was suggested.
There were some suggested, and it was Sweet Baby Ray's that was suggested. And I didn't care for it.
Well, I felt like I had made a really bad decision because, you know, it's just something about having to plan out cooking wings.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But then once he eats them and it's not knock your socks off good, it's kind of disappointing. So we're back to the old tried and true.
Just regular old Texas Pete hot sauce. And I'm sure there's some other hot sauces out there. That's just
a lot of people are saying Frank's wing sauce.
I saw that one, Frank's hot sauce. That was that and Texas Pete. I think are your two commonly. When you think of hot sauce, those are just kind of your original hot sauce. But I may try Frank's next time.
Yeah, we will try it, but
Is Frank's the one that has the old lady that says she puts that on everything? She don't say it like that. If y'all don't, you know what I'm talking about.
It's got those asterisks beside it and exclamation points, don't it?
Yeah, I put that on everything.
Yeah.
I think it is Frank's.
Sweet Baby Ray's is the one that he tried that he didn't like.
Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's. Now, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce is good.
That's what we use, but
there's a wing sauce. Yes, that is Frank's. That's what I thought. Yes, the Sweet Baby Ray's wing sauce I didn't like. It had like a, what's it? Did I think it was a chemical taste to it or something? I don't know. It was something I didn't like.
So, look at our screen. It goes like
it's cause the camera.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Woo! Can they see what we see?
I'm sure they can see it turning orange because the sun's setting in the back, and it's a lot of exposure back here. It's just blasting it, and that's just a laptop camera, so it's trying to keep up with everything that's going on.
Somebody wanted to know, where did I get the buttermilk powder from? I got it at Walmart.
Oh,
I just added it to my shopping list because I wouldn't know where to find it in the store. So do a lot of online pickups, and we don't have a lot of grocery stores here, so I just do the one that does the pickup and add it to it and pick it up. Bam. Put it in the car and head home.
That's right.
Because I got work to do.
That's right.
And our goats are hungry. And Mildred.
They're hungry.
I'm surprised Mildred hasn't mooed at me yet.
She hasn't mooed yet.
When she sees me, she will. If I wave at her, maybe she's going to move. Does she see me? I see Paris zooming by. All right. So you got anything else?
No, I don't think so. We just, we always go with the flow. Nothing's planned out.
Nothing's planned out. I appreciate Walmart pickup too. It doesn't mean I'm, supporting them and their values and all that stuff. I don't care about it, but they sure do good when I get my order online and put it in my car and off I go.
Yeah, especially when you don't have much to choose from.
No, we don't have much to choose from, but that's okay. We love our little town.
That's right.
We wouldn't.
All right, the animals are calling.
Yep. And we still got a truck full of daffodils to plant.
That's
right. Jason's got a video to edit. So
I do got a video to edit. All right, guys, we thoroughly enjoyed y'all today outside.
And let us know how y'all liked us being outside.
Yeah.
If you'd rather us be back inside, you might have a problem. Because I like to be outside. And
yeah, we cut the lights on next time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll do it at night. Y'all want to do it at night?
Oh, we can do it at night. We may start doing them at night again because the days are getting longer.
Yeah, that's right. We got to make hay while this.
We gotta make hay.
We gotta make hay while the daylight's here. We got things to do, people.
We don't have any secret Cog Hill employees you don't see.
Come here, Holly. Come here, see everybody off. Come on, baby. Now, y'all see this happy girl? She's gonna get all the way up in my lap. Come on, baby. Yeah. Holly says she's so happy that she lives here at Cog Hill Farm, and she hopes y'all are too. And as long as we're here, she's gonna be here.
That's right. Guys, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And as always, y'all be good.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Holly Roo.